it's the K'Sante in a swap, which is ideal for him. So I think Gen.G kind of ticking all the boxes they want in this situation.
No, I would agree.
On hit Varus, Ruler going to have that extra magic damage and not the poke, and now Carrier.
Oh dear. Well, Owner is going to turn up in time as Canyon a little bit out of time there with the Twisted Advance. Going to have to flash actually to get out of danger. I thought that Canyon knew exactly what was going on there, but Carrier was able to get the jump on him. And whether they can deal with a Keen that could potentially run amok, unless he just straight up dies here.
He's a level and a half up. That's massive. They are looking to dive now.
Yep, Owner going to move in. Let's see what Keen can do. He's staying away from the walls, which is very important. Still, he's just dead. Carrier might be going down, but no. Owner picks up the aggro. And so First Blood going to be a very, very difficult prospect, and in fact, not something that T1 are going to opt into at all. And Gen.G now have just that natural control of the bottom side because they have that strong laning matchup that we learnt about still.
Yep.
So looking forward to seeing what he's going to be able to do in the mid to late game.
I think it makes a lot of sense. A lot of ability to cut through some of these bulkier targets. You know, Owner, Duran, and Carrier will end up quite bulky. And to be honest, even Faker will be quite squishy. And I think the range issue is like some games it's hard to play the on-hit Varus because, you know, you're outranged or you don't have a window really to auto-attack. But you know, everyone on the enemy team
Chains of Corruption gets the cleanse. And that is a really nice Cocoon. Carrier taking a lot of damage. Lit on fire now as Duro's chasing after him. The burn, the repel is so good. As Cease and Desist comes down, Duro gonna have to flash over the wall and he will get himself out. Killer Instinct comes down and Canyon was lying in wait. He has to flash out, but Smash should be able to keep himself okay. But Owner is now in trouble. He's flashing over some walls. Everyone nailing the flashes over walls, which is very, very nice. The extra damage. As Owner is going to get caught by another Cocoon. Duro's kind of all over the place as he actually buys some health there, eating the Ignite with his passive shield. Kind of cute. But Gen.G still will be able to have full control over this Grub Pit. That should be 6 going their way. And those Void Mites going to prove difficult, especially with Chovy and Keen able to sit in side lanes.
We look at towards the river, there's vision control completely in favor of T1.
Oh, Vault Breaker doesn't connect, but there's the Cease and Desist onto Duro, but he goes up into the sky. There's the Keeper's Vertigo. That gets rid of Ruler, and that means that a sitting Spider there will be taken down by Smash. 3-1 now in kills.
But we see that T1 actually end up backing off. They don't have the pressure here, and Gen.G able to set up for this Dragon. Duro comes back on the map, and
yeah, that would be evened out feats of strength. So there that goes. Mountain Drake goes down. Next one going to be Hextech. Oh yeah. My goodness. Okay. He's played 182 games competitively. From the stats that I've found here is Duro is dead. In the sky, actually. As now Faker could be suffering the same fate. Chovy moves over, lands that Q as a Chaos Storm. I don't think going to be enough to deter them. Great flash! As the flash is invested there from Chovy as well. Rebinds the soul, gets out just fine. 1-for-1 trade at the end of the day, and everything stays so even. Finds a way to make it the least detrimental possible.
He's just a chill guy.
He is a chill guy, 100%. All right, and right now he's chilling, losing this feat of strength towards the bottom side. There's nothing he can really do about that, especially with the 0 mana, as Chovy will get a knock-up onto Owner. The ulti going to be missing here as, oh dear! Don't know about that one. They do secure the Rift Herald, but that is a dead Elise once again. Flash forward, Chains of Corruption down, as, oh dear, Smash gonna have to use the ulti and the flash to get himself out of there.
Yeah, I mean, Duro's just been having a bit of a rough one in this one, but we've seen the Beryl cosplay, trying to go for those night deaths. Chovy not had the best performance, honestly, missing a fair few off those skill shots. Not the typical thing we see. Hits one there, though. Yep,
going to be able to land that Q as Keen's moving up. Carrier trying to defend his mid laner. Faker down extraordinarily low. Alcove gaming to come in as the flash goes forward from Keen. Goes all out, and Faker is surviving. Phenomenal knockback there from Carrier, and Keen goes down. The unkillable Demon King himself.
He's been clean with it. Keen making a mistake there on the Keen Sante, not with the find it. Chovy's looking though. I think he has the kill.
There's a great knock-up, able to secure it with the Unbound Soul return damage.
You know, maybe that's it.
It's a game of just 1-for-1s all over the place. I mean, it's probably not saying it at the top of your screen right there, as the 6-3 is putting it in favor of T1, but it feels like these trades are so even.
Yeah, and we're going to see Dragon on the bot side coming out. We see Chovy doing a fair bit to Doran, but you know, with the context of that last play, maybe it's not Chovy missing, it's just Faker dodging. Picked up 6 kills, 4 of them have gone to Smash, and that's kind of typical with a Kai'Sa, just able to pick up kills in these situations, but it's resulted in him being ahead of the curve, and considering, you know, we talked about how they have to swap, the bot lane 2v2 was weaker, we've seen Duro punish now, we've seen Smash mainly be the beneficiary, but also gone the Mikhails, which has a lot of value, but This is a squishy Poppy, and Chovy is 6 levels up. Oh,
well, there's the knock-up onto Doran. He can rebind that soul, but I don't know whether he can do it in time. He just explodes. And now, teleport coming in from Gen.G, but they're 4 versus 5. Keen going to come down. Otacon still just hanging out in this tri-brush, getting aggressive. Control ward going to stop that ward from doing anything at all. As T1, they're going to try their hand at it.
Yeah, they need 30 seconds for Chovy up, and then he has TP, so the longer they stall, the better.
Yep, Grasping Root's going to be invested here as Keeper's Verdict coming down as well. Gets rid of Keen, and now Canyon going to have to try and push them away. He's relatively tanky, but maybe not tanky enough as Ruler standing his ground. The Chaos Storm is so much damage, and Smash dives in! Canyon trying to survive, but it's 2 kills for the Kai'Sa already, and the heroic charge into the turret. Keen goes down, triple kill for this Kai'Sa. And Smash, yeah, I mean, he was down in CS. That doesn't matter even a little bit. 1.6k ahead, 7-0-1.
There's the payoff. You saw the play starting to turn in favor of T1, but when Smash flew in, he just decimated Gen.G. Now, Chovy's hovering, but I don't think there's much you can do here. He's trying something.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to back away. I think Gen.G making a mistake there. Obviously, Chovy overestimates his ability to tank that damage. Ends up getting bursted out. But I think what happened after was honestly the bigger mistake. Oh, he's looking for Smash.
Yeah, well, Smash
is Smash.
Is Smash. He's actually going to be fine. Oh my god, okay. Well, he's going to be sent home. 200 gold going over to Chovy with the buffed Otacon.
It's a great ult from Carrier out the fog of war. And at that point, it's already too late. And now, Gen.G are hovering around Dragon, but T1 have the buff. This is dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. Doran over here to the side, Carrier close to him as well, and Doran just dives in the engaged Jace as the Chaos Storm wreaking havoc, and Ruler is dead already. 2 of them sent home, but no one dead just yet. Chovy gonna be executed by this gigantic Kai'Sa. Kingsante, not enough against Smash, and Dura gonna have to flash to get out of the way. Ona chasing after him. As Faker, will he be able to land it? There it is, just a Q. Of course he can land that. That one's targeted.
On this Jace pick, remember, it was the first pick, and it is paying off for sure. T1 don't actually finish the Dragon. They're like, hey, we're just going to head straight to Baron. We'll take that. Canyon has no flash. Is there with the Smite.
All right, Canyon.
Is not there with the Smite anymore.
Not there with the Smite. The Smite is no longer an available thing. 2,000 health, T1 just being slow with it, as that piercing arrow not like the others.
He had a camp up, but Doran just knows his job. Just kill Ruler. And he doesn't do all the damage, but it results in him going down. And then Smash here.
Yep. Smash going out, kill unit.
And then all Jace, they're in range to hit you, and that goes a lot better for them.
Well, Chovy could be in trouble here as he does dash back, avoids the Vault Breaker very nicely, gets a knock up onto Ona, but they're just going to continue the siege, and they may as well. Brambles coming on in. And it is going to lock down Ona. He gets McHale's there immediately as the ulti's going to catch out Carrier. So he's likely to go down. But Canyon finds himself pretty lonely at the front of this fight. Keen going to try and tank for him as Twisted Advance does bring the Jace forward, but he's not a target that you really want to be fighting. They need to try and kill Smash, who dives into the backline and looks for Ruler. He goes golden. Duro is so close to being okay, but Chovy's out of there. Cannot fight anymore. A 3 for 3. Honestly good for Gen.G, but they're not going to be able to keep their base alive.
They just can't take down Smash. Faker gets a mega Arcane Storm as well. 5-1-9 now on the victor, and Chovy with no ult. Duro as well, who's super weak at the moment. There's no way they can do more. Wind up the ult and just drop it. And now Carrier's going to have it again in like a few seconds. Just the pressure of threatening that on a Keen, tower taken, more gold. The way it's doing there, I was thinking, is he going?
Yeah, I know. Jonah Strong really making sure that we're on our toes here as, all right, not a lot of wind up there from Carrier, but just says goodbye, Kingsante. Down goes Chovy once again. Ruler trying to do his best here as they manage to take down Doran. He flashes over, but now he's out of the fight. Keen just trying to keep himself alive. And yeah, he goes all out, locks onto Smash here as best he can, but just pops like a balloon. Good night, Gen.G. All of them taking a little bit of a nap here. Duro and Ruler out of there. They may as well just not be participating. And T1 looking to end this game number 1 with a bang.
See if Gen.G can try and play the wave, but with a super minion, I don't think it's going to be possible. T1 still have so much threat. Carry has flash. If Ruler miss positions, you can just get wall slammed.
Yeah, he has to make sure he stands as far back as possible. Gravity well goes down. Carrier just trying to grab him. There's the flash heroic charge. That was gorgeous by Carrier. His Poppy clean as ever. And down goes the Nexus. But 13-0 for the young man Smash. certainly looking still exceptionally good.
The big standouts to me is you want to avoid interacting with the enemy jungle as much as possible when it comes to T1, and you have a swap situation that heavily favors you with the Scion into an Aurora.
Oh,
maybe it happened!
Yep, because Doran's still here. Teleport is immediately going to be invested by Keen. T1 still looking for it, though. It's going to be a 4 versus 3. Is the knockup going to be interrupted? Doran already tanking, but he's okay with doing that. They take first blood, and now Keen trying to get what he can done. Carrier still chasing after Keen. Duro left on his own underneath this turret.
And still Chobi's doing so much damage. Again, Faker answers back. But the problem is if you keep trading this way where like Chobi gets a good trade, then you reduce his health to about the same, you're going to run out of health first. That's how it's going to go. As we saw before with the flash.
There's no one here. I feel like that's relatively valuable here for Keen.
Yeah, we're kind of getting some adjusted lane assignments here from T1. Did end up picking up the dragon.
Yeah, I seem to remember something about that. I do remember the same AD carry doing it to Faker, although he wasn't playing this champion, is Duro. That is not where you want to be standing. That's said Pigeon picking up a kill as well.
You know, it kind of feels like the plot of the series, from Duro's perspective, is he's just being picked on. T1 have targeted him heavily.
Still get to queue afterwards.
Still get to queue afterwards.
It's like so much.
Same duration.
All right, Emperor's Divide all over the place. Is now Chovy looking to try and make his way out of underneath the turret. Carrier turns up. Duro's here as well. That might give Chovy the opportunity to get in there. Faker once again has to flash. And that is going to be a successful gank there from Duro onto Chovy's lane. Nicely done. No Emperor's Divides left, as we can see in that mid lane.
Very funny moment. It kind of feels like in an anime or something when they just use the exact same move.
Yeah, exactly.
And stop it. Carrier fishing a bit with that ult, but doesn't find it now.
Yep. So Chovy, actually going to get a stop onto Carrier's recall. Duro in position as well as now Keen moving over Carrier. I think he knows that he's not going to stand too much of a chance here, as the ulti is going to be invested in Keen. Going to pay a visit to the Leona. It takes a little bit of time, but he gets there in the end. As now Faker with no flash, having to deal with Chovy. There's no ulti there as well. All he can do is try and shift some sands, but these sand soldiers are doing so much work. The chain lash not going to connect, and finally some buttons come off cooldown, and Chovy finishes off the Pigeon. Solo kill for the man in the mid lane for Gen.G.
So lane is coming up big for Gen.G. Chovy kind of waiting for cooldowns there. Was a little bit awkward.
Yeah, it felt a little bit like there was maybe a chance. But
he's like, give me a second, give me a second. Gets the rotation back, able to take him out. Dragon picked up by Gen.G, and
all good. Cool, calm, and collected, and an Emperor's Divide. Going to get rid of him once again as the ulti comes down from Chovy. Faker going down so low, the double guards looking real crazy there as Ona does manage to take down Chovy in the end. Canyon trying to fight this one out as the train, that was not really the station he wanted. Duro going to try and get a knock up here, and Doran is pretty heavy, but he's not going to do a whole lot of damage. And in the meantime, Keen's still top lane, and so he's going to be able to grab a feat of strength, and Gen.G will get all of them.
Yeah, that was the first time we saw the Jax interact with Xin Zhao, and
oh dear. I think the Smash show is now starting as Featherstorm going to come down. We'll see if this Blade Caller can actually do anything at all. And in fact, it does a whole lot. True Shot Barrage gets the flash that Ruler still had somehow. And now Smash walking into the wall. He is very, very low. Duro goes in looking for Doran, but he's very tanky. Battle Dance will get himself out. The Q just barely misses. Needs a few more ergs on that one. And you're like, oh, I guess I press E now.
Yeah.
And then he can't do anything. He can't even get out.
I mean,
so
look what he's doing.
He gets done.
The thing is,
yeah, this is back to live. And okay, ulti coming on down there as Canyon is going lower and lower. The Azir certainly takes care of him. And so Canyon maybe not as immortal as we thought. As Emperor's Divide going to connect. Faker thrown back towards Ruler is now Chovy. 1 versus 3. Great knock up there from Duro as the Emperor's Divide almost manages to get this one done. But oh my god, Smash able to get out the DPS and they win the fight. I thought that was the Smash Mad movie once again, but not quite enough.
Rare Smash miss there on the Mystic shot at the end. Ruler dodging away, able to make it competitive.
Proving that he's human.
Yes. Really, Gen.G shouldn't be fighting in a way where T1 can get that much of an advantage.
No.
T1 played it well, credit to them, but yeah, Gen.G was strong, and I think they got far too ahead of themselves in that situation.
Well, that means 6 all as far as the kills are concerned, as Keen, this is a bit of a worry. I don't know about that solar flare. That was not really the one, as Faker is going to take a trip out of this one. Duro will be able to deter the rest of T1. But now, with this Rift Herald making a visit to mid lane, that could be just double charges. I don't know what Sion's supposed to be able to do about this.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Cloud Soul, pretty insane with Rakan.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of these champions.
So, Cloud Soul as well with Silas, how does it work? Do you get like a boost when you hijack an ultimate and then when you use said hijacked ultimate? Like, where does it take effect? It used to be 20 minutes and now it's 25 minutes for some reason as well.
Yeah, big nerf to T1, honestly.
Oh no, it's a big buff to game time, game duration.
True. They do need to refine a little bit. You're kind of hesitant because you're like, I don't know if I want this to land. Oh, Ruler, this is so aggressive.
Whoa, what's he doing here? This is crazy. Well, Keen is going to find the angle. Ruler gets out of there. Carrier stunned up momentarily as Empress Divide throws Ruler away. He survives for a fair while. In fact, he's still alive. Ona gets over there, finishes the job. But honestly, why? Why was he there? The counter-strike was decent. Carrier going down solo. It's Duro that's able to lock him down. But now Chovy is missing. It's only Keen left for the damage. And Smash is up and available. And so now all of them are taking so much damage from Ona. Keen has to sacrifice himself. There's nothing he could do. And why? Ruler. That wasn't even the Ruler spot. He was even deeper.
The ability to cheer a game in any situation, Ruler gives them a bit of a freebie. The fight still somewhat close. Credit to the rest of Gen.G for making it close.
Maybe getting some revenge.
Yeah. And you can see Keen trying to look for Smash at the end, playing very respectfully.
Duro is out of there. I was about to say dead. I'm going to be honest. I was going to say dead. It's Trisha Barrage searching for it. Thanks, Jonah Strong. Oh, fan reaction.
Oh, the dodge comes through.
Yeah, some sick reactions there from Duro.
There's Sion, who's got, Thornmail and an Ending Despair.
And then in the meantime, he's causing such a ruckus, keeping Smash so healthy in these fights, making it so much easier for him to play around. Not to mention Faker as well, as Chovy throws out a solar flare just for fun. Probably running out of its duration.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on the Bloodthirst decision.
Yeah.
I guess concerned about the poke from the Ezreal.
As Chovy with that solar flare might be able to make something happen. Q not going to land as Doran gets seen. Soulforge comes up. He is going to be all right. So Gen.G now over towards this Cloud Soul that they can get for themselves. And these T1 health bars are getting lower and lower. Flash in from Carrier, doesn't find any joy. And the train misses the station. The knockup is going to interrupt the Q as well. It's a bit of a disaster as Duro gets the quickness, finds the double knockup. And they will be able to take the soul point as well. Chovy finding some dash cannon value is now Keen dashing forward. Ona taken down solo as Canyon, darting in and out of the fight. They lose no one. Doran goes down, they get the soul. And the value's there for Gen.G.
Just feels like skill shots weren't connecting from T1. They were looking but wouldn't find it. And now everyone on Gen.G so mobile, so fast with that buff, it's going to be even harder to connect.
Oh,
fishing.
Yeah, he wants to find that huge Empress Divide angle. He finds it onto 2. Down goes Carrier, down goes Ona. And that should be a ticket to Baron here for Gen.G.
You just see when he's looking, the fact he's just running so fast, so hard to deal with him. Gen.G, they get what they want. They manage to find the picks on the back end. And now Baron, Arakan, they can just pick up both.
Yeah. This Baron should definitely go down, especially without Ona available. No teleport for Doran to get himself back there as well, even though he's coming back up very, very soon. And Carrier 10 seconds before he's going to be alive again. True shot barrage! That was close. Does get information as well there for Smash, so nicely done. Man, that was so exceedingly close.
Yeah, I mean, good smite from Canyon, but now, yeah, double balls like a checkmate here.
I mean, they've got Exodia Plus, right? Like, of course they can't have true Exodia because Elder isn't up for another 4 minutes. But, I mean, they've got Arakan buff, they've got Cloud Soul, they have upgraded shoes, they have 6 grubs, they've got everything! As Keen is demonstrating what they're able to do with that, which is basically whatever they want. Crescent Guard, not guarding too much of anything at all, as Duro's going to take a quick trip home. Emperor's Divide throws Chovy underneath the turret as Canyon dives in. They take down Faker before he can react as Chovy's flash on top of Smash will be able to take him down. And remember, he cannot even dive. Blade Caller value. And we are going to 3 games. We're getting exactly what we wanted out of Gen.G versus T1 here in the LCK Cup. 1 Nexus turret remains. They've got Arakan buff, but they will not even need to really utilize it because the Nexus is just dead. And thankfully, Gen.G are able to buy us a 3rd game and more of this amazing League of Legends.
I will say, if Ona falls behind, this comp from T1 might get a lot harder to play. There's a lot of tools, with the Thresh and the Hui and the Lee Sin that can disengage. So I do feel like by not going and engage support, they lack that to some degree. Yeah, that was really good.
Exceptionally played. As, oh dear, Canyon's woes continue here. As Tempest going to come out there, not able to cripple Carrier. As Keen's going to move on over to defend his Lee Sin. He's just going to die. All right, Smite comes down as Carrier could be in trouble. Canyon gonna have to flash away as Carrier flashes to get the kill. He should be going down for it, but Keen might be sacrificing his life. Ghost not enough, and that's a kill to Smash. Absolute disaster for Gen.G.
I think T1 pretty okay with the situation. You know, Doran burns his flash. He's like, oh no, what if I get dove? Don't worry, Carrier is solo killing the enemy jungler. Killing.
And Ruler is going to be able to grab a kill himself. Duro somehow surviving the turret there, very nicely done. Misses a cannon, but I guess the -1s feel a little bit more muted.
Look at the dive. This is 4 people. This is going to happen.
Yeah, Keen not feeling super good as the extended beam comes on through. It takes a little while there as Carrier tanks the turret really nicely. And T1 just execute the Udyr.
I have prio, I can move. It's honestly more so about Galio can't move. And Canyon now looking, does get a grub.
Yeah.
We'll force Owner away a bit, but Faker coming back, Chovy lowish on mana. I don't think he can really stick around here. 1 grub, he's got to take it and be happy.
Yep, bit of a speed up there as well as Canyon. Oh, just gets in there once again. Owner is going to smite it away. That's with Resonating Strike as well, as now Doran's coming down, and Canyon, I don't know whether he's getting out of this one, and by I don't know, I mean he's definitely not getting out of this one. That is a kill going over to Faker with those Winds of War.
You know, considering how clean the last Lee Sin game was from Canyon, this one has been so rough. He used his smite there as well.
Yeah.
Resonating Strike, still gets out-smited by Owner, lost that camp early, now 0, 2, and 1. Even the smites as well, which is funny, especially considering, oh, seeing Owner on a flank here.
Yeah, Chovy does get a bit of a fear, but doesn't want to get taunted. Canyon blocked there by the Warrior Trickster as Carrier getting taken down low, but Smash throws down the ulti. Duro in so much trouble, and Ruler throwing what autos he can, dodging a lot of these burst fights with the flash forward. The barrier, the hook goes wide, and down goes the Jinx, and there's no chance. That's the double, and Smash, oh man, if he wasn't certified before, he is now.
Yeah,
3.
I think you always have to be very cautious into it.
Oh, there's the kick flash. The box goes down, and Smash once again with the ulti. See whether the Gatling gun's enough, and it absolutely is. Shutdown goes to the Jinx.
Keen can stand in front of the tower when Smash Qs and force him to hit him, but yeah, not really making much headway onto him specifically.
Immediately stopped Smash from being kicked out.
Yeah, so fortunate. Do you see a lot of trading of plates here? Doran does have, he doesn't have Equalizer, he used it just before, so this next wave is potentially going to set up a kill actually. Then they can go for dive if Doran sticks around.
Well, Canyon going to move on down here. Does have that kick back up. That gets the mini stun. That is going to be Flame Chompers, and my goodness, that is a very dead Rumble. Canyon almost dies, but doesn't quite. And so more plates, and actually second turret going to be going on over here as T1, they do manage to get the feats of strength this game. They're not that far ahead in the gold. Gen.G kind of holding onto it as, oh god, okay.
He's well, can count if he can, if he's playing that safe. I will say, Chovy had a lot of pressure there on Faker. You can see Faker trying to move down, got hit by the ult from Chovy. It's definitely within range. Feats aren't going to make that much of a difference.
Canyon going in onto Owner. They do manage to get the Cyclone as, oh, Carrier could be in trouble. King comes over, yeah, he's just dead. No Wild Growth is going to help him there, and it's actually Chovy that gets the kill. Ruler getting excited, Zap going wide. And Gen.G with control of the fight for now. Oh, another hook connecting! Duro, main character in this one. And there's the Spiraling Despair. It's another kill for Smash as the Udyr goes down. And Canyon, I think he'll win the Smite fight on this one, as he's the only one there.
I feel like we've had so long of Thresh just kind of being that Lantern bot. We had the W Max Thresh, which was a big thing for a while. Last time we really saw him in the meta. Duro is making the claim for the Q Max value, getting the hooks consistently. It's what you love to see, but I feel like it just hasn't been a thing for such a long time. It's so difficult to find picks on the back of Thresh because, you know, his Q is such a long wind-up, it's quite telegraphed. He's making it work.
He really is. This is a gorgeous play. I think the last time we saw Thresh be, like, sowing credit showed us that. So we're going to go back into live here as another hook is going to connect. That's another kill for Ruler. And, oh man, Duro, I think he's feeling better.
He's feeling better. He's redeeming himself for that Elise game, which is a little bit rough game 1, but he is just carrying right now, getting so much value. Whew.
That's clean. All right, they're going to now try and take down this outer turret in the mid lane, and I don't think anyone's going to be able to stop them.
Tanks on the side of Gen.G get a lot of value. With the extra durability, if Gen.G get it and Chovy and Ruler are just that much harder to kill, it's going to be painful.
Not to mention if Faker gets it, and then he has that extra shield, and he's that big front line that they need. Gen.G have started this one up. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm anxious. But let's see what T1's going to be able to do about it. Faker, heroic entrance up and available as they back away from the Otacon. And just look to lock this one down. Cyclone not getting the most value ever as they dive on top of Ruler, smashing that backline. Ruler survives for a while. Smash as well is just diving on top of Chovy. Takes down both of the carries. And Keen gets one, but it is all over for this fight. T1 matters into their own hands, and Smash comes in clutch.
Oda does his job perfectly. We need to engage, we need to get on the back line. He finds an angle and Smash is there for the follow-up. Using Zeri perfectly, both carries go down, team fights over, and in a blink of an eye, the answer is yes, he absolutely is.
And you pseudo do have an engaged support, I guess, as Canyon was fishing for an opportunity there as another Cyclone comes down. Remember, Otacon buff means that they're just going to be sent home. Not too much more to worry about. Oh my goodness, they're kind of in the blender though, as one of them does go home. I'm pretty sure, no, never mind. No Otacon buffs actually going off, and that is just a kill onto Keen.
The redemption value oh, he's looking.
Yeah, Faker manages to get the Justice Punch onto Chovy, who takes the Lantern to get himself to relative safety. Zap connects on to Smash, as Canyon has to flash to get out of this equalizer that is shredding them. Doran just wanting to put them in the barbecue, and they're diving underneath the inner. They're all going to be taking a swift trip home, but it's a double for the Zeri. And so it's already kind of doomed. They managed to get Ruler as well, and that is precisely what they were looking for.
Well, that fear from Chovy, I think it could have been game over if that fear had not come through.
I feel like that, yeah, that managed to get like a couple of, 200 gold pickups. Ruler going to be picking up the wave in mid and then moving back towards the fray. As, yeah, Smash securing Soul Point here for T1 really starts putting pressure on Gen.G as well, but I don't know, I feel like the game-deciding fight will happen before the next 5 minutes. Over and over again, this Wukong is so dangerous. As Chovy, off to the side here, he's going to miss the fear onto Smash. And now Canyon has to kick him back, and there's the equalizer. Ruler now has to flash away as well as Owner is dashing forward. The extendo being so much damage onto Ruler, and he is out of the fight. The redemption helping the front line of Gen.G here. But 48 seconds until Chovy's back.
To the LCK, and he even catches Chovy off guard. Now, Doran looking.
Yeah, Canyon, he's going to have to flash away from that one. The flash taunt from Faker as Ruler is dead once again. And T1, they weren't going to wait for it. Keen is now a beautiful little snowman, but he's also heading to the death chamber. More kills piled onto Smash as T1 will march up the mid lane, and the game, ladies and gentlemen, is done.
It's been a close series, so hard fought, but T1 as a unit, we questioned how will they look with Doran. We saw Smash come in, who's looked fantastic, but as a team, as a unit, they're just making
the
it work.
equalizer once again is doing beautiful things here as the spiraling despair is more what Chovy is feeling and not what T1 are feeling as they take down the Nexus and they secure first place in the group.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.